Las Vegas and received the Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
What's your magic number? Mine are 3, 6, and 12. Take me home and love me. For 3, 6, or 12 months, your choice. Choose your own adventure. Make me yours. Show me your world for 3, 6, or 12 months. So, what are you waiting for? Find your magic number and raise a future guide dog today.
August was born 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. When I first saw him, it was a whole range of emotions. There's stuff I still want to do. Being a young dad, it's not giving up, it's shifting. Just seeing him happy, I looked through his eyes. I envisioned a whole future with him already. To throw the first football to him, give him ice cream for the first time. I'm happy because he's advancing in life. My life is now devoted to his life.
1 in 6 Black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime, and we're more than twice as likely to die from the disease.
But when it's caught early, it's highly treatable.
For more than 30 years, PCF has funded cutting-edge research, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org/knowyourrisk today to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself.
It's your health. It's your life.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, January 16th. In our top story in world news, Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire, though today Israel has placed it on delay. News 25 has more on this international story.
On Wednesday, January 15th, Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire deal which paused the 15-month war in the Gaza Strip. The Israeli cabinet is scheduled to convene on Friday morning to approve the ceasefire and hostages release deal, according to an Israeli official. Though unfortunately, the Israeli airstrikes in Gaza have killed at least 83 people since the announcement of the ceasefire and hostages deal. Of those killed, 23 were children and 27 were women. At least 188 other people have been injured, according to the Ministry of Health in Gaza. The number of people killed by Israeli attacks over the past day have marked the highest daily toll in the past 11 days. Outgoing President Joe Biden said on Wednesday the first stage should take around 6 weeks, bringing a halt to the fighting and allow a phased release of hostages by Hamas, as well as Palestinians detained by Israel.
The deal is structured in 3 phases. Phase 1 will last 6 weeks. It includes a full and complete ceasefire, withdrawal of Israeli forces from all the populated areas of Gaza, and the release of a number of hostages held by Hamas, including women and elderly and the wounded. You know, during the next 6 weeks, Israel will negotiate the necessary arrangements to get phase 2, which is a permanent end of the war. Let me say it again, a permanent end of the war. There are a number of details to negotiate to move from phase 1 to phase 2, but the plan says if negotiations take longer than 6 weeks, the ceasefire will continue as long as the negotiations continue. And finally, phase 3, any final remains of hostages who have been killed will be returned to their families, and a major reconstruction plan for Gaza will begin. This is the ceasefire agreement I introduced last spring. Today, Hamas and Israel have agreed to that ceasefire agreement and the whole ending the war.
Incoming President Donald J. Trump spoke about a ceasefire in a Truth social media post, saying this epic ceasefire agreement could have only happened as a result of our historic victory in November, as it signaled to the entire world that my administration would seek peace and negotiate deals to ensure the safety of all Americans and our allies. I am thrilled American and Israeli hostages will be returning home to be reunited with their families and loved ones. He also goes on to say, we have achieved so much without even being in the White House. Just imagine all of the wonderful things that could happen when I return to the White House, and my administration is fully confirmed, so they can secure more victories for the United States. However, with both sides of this war still entrenched in negotiations and with several critical issues unresolved, the future of the ceasefire still remains uncertain. News 25 will keep you updated on the status of this agreed ceasefire.
And today marks the second day of a 2-day confirmation hearing regarding Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us now from the city with further details.
Capitol Hill has been hustling and bustling all week as the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee held their 2-day confirmation hearings with U.S. President Donald J. Trump's AG nominee Pam Bondi. Now let's dive into all the deliberation details from today, as we're now just a mere 4 days away from the monumental presidential exchange between 45, 46, and 47.
Can you tell me and this committee what the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I am confirmed as Attorney General...
You're the one asking for a confirmation
hey,
vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship.
The U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee examined Pam Bondi's record as a prosecutor today after grilling her yesterday.
I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America. I didn't take your homework assignment. I'm sorry. I was preparing for today.
Thursday's hearing featured witnesses from both sides of the political spectrum.
How many criminal cases over the course of your career have you personally handled?
Handled thousands.
How many of those were before a jury?
Hundreds. I don't want to overstate, but hundreds. I was in a courtroom for many years. I tried 4 when I was an intern, jury trials. I think you had to try at least 20 in misdemeanor before you went to felony. Then you were in court every day, and I was also lead trial attorney for many years trying many cases.
Day 2 came into order at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time following nearly 6 hours of day 1 questioning.
How many of those cases would have been before a judge?
Oh, hundreds and hundreds as well, but hundreds before a jury, I would assume.
And as Attorney General of Florida, how many lawyers did you supervise roughly?
Approximately 400, Senator.
Go Pamela Joe, proudly shooting it from Trump over that big, beautiful hump to all of my people in the sunny desert oasis of Pahrump. I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And if you've received any unexpected deliveries, listen up, because we're continuing our coverage on the recent scams going around. And there's a new QR code brushing scam that's making its way around town, where people are receiving unexpected packages at their front doors.
Authorities are warning residents across multiple states to be on high alert for a new scam dubbed the brushing scam. Reports indicate that individuals have been receiving unexpected packages or gifts, often from Amazon or other retailers, containing items that they did not order. The deceptive tactic involves a QR code accompanying the package, enticing recipients to scan it to discover the sender. However, scanning the code grants scammers access to the recipient's device, compromising personal financial information protection. This includes access to sensitive data stored on the phone, such as banking details, passwords, and contact lists. Experts stress the importance of avoiding QR codes entirely unless their legitimacy is verified. This precaution extends beyond packages to other areas like parking meters or unsolicited messages. If you receive an unexpected package, authorities advise discarding any QR code and monitoring your financial accounts for suspicious activity.
All right, don't grab that remote. We have sports and a special surprise for you coming up in weather when News 25 returns.
Car wreck, check. Motorcycle wreck, check. Truck wreck, check. Bicycle wreck, check. UFO wreck, what? In a wreck, you need a check. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
It's a new year, and it's time to start something new with Saïda Trudeau. Starting now and all month long, we are celebrating the new year with incredible savings on every new vehicle in stock. I'm talking about every leftover 2024 Ram 1500, 2500, and 1-ton. Every new 2024 and 2025 Jeep Compass and Grand Cherokee. You can save big on all new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4xEs. We have Nye County's largest inventory, but if you don't see what you're looking for, let us do the legwork for you and find the right one for you. Our professional locators have years of experience locating the vehicle of your dreams. At Saïda Trudeau, we don't use the bait and switch tactics. We treat you like a friend and a neighbor. Come see the difference for yourself with the Start Something New sales event going on now at Saïda Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Change can be scary, as if your life's been turned upside down. But it comes with growth and a sense of freedom, much like the openness of the American road. We always arrive where we are meant to be, riding on the shoulders of those before us and preserving the core values that led us on our journey. Join Touchstone Energy Cooperatives in celebrating the power of human connections.
Big rigs can cause big injuries. Get big help. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Now here's Mikey Ruhan with our look at today's sports report.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights hit the ice tomorrow evening in North Carolina. They'll be taking on the Hurricanes. Vegas Golden Knights pup Maverick is moving from Sin City to the Big Apple. In a heartfelt message on social media, Maverick announced that his final day on the job will be Tuesday, January 21st, before heading to New York for official training with America's Vet Dogs. It was nice meeting you, Maverick. The Las Vegas Raiders have requested interviews with executives John Spytek of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and John Eric Sullivan of the Green Bay Packers for their general manager job. Pro Valley Trojan boys and girls basketball are in action this evening. They're at home welcoming Meadows School. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
All right, great handling there of those basketballs, Mikey. Good job. And now here's Josh Osborne with our great computer deals. He's teaching us how we can back up iPhones.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with ProZone. Great computer deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. You know, after owning this store and repair center for over 14 years, one of the things that I like the least is having to give customers bad news about data loss on their electronic device. And sometimes there's some really, really important stuff that gets lost. Pictures of loved ones, videos of special moments, business documents and customer lists that are just crucial that are gone forever. And the worst part is that was completely avoidable if they would have just backed up that information. And a lot of people, they don't really take that seriously until it's too late. I don't want you guys to be one of those customers. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start a series of videos that talks about the proper way to back up your devices. And we're going to start with the Apple iPhone. If you are an Android user or a Windows PC user, fret not, we have more videos coming that will discuss those devices. But for today, we're talking about backing up your Apple iPhone. Let's talk about it right now. Number one thing to know is that your Apple iPhone has to be connected to Wi-Fi in order to do this. You can't do it through your data plan through your cell provider because there's a lot of information going back and forth. So make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi. And when you are, you want to click on Settings, which we all know what that is, right? The little silver icon with the cog wheel right on your home screen. You want to go ahead and click on that. When that comes up at the very top of your settings list, you're going to see your name and your Apple ID listed. Click on that. And underneath that, you're going to see something that says iCloud. This is what Apple has developed to make this whole process easy. Go ahead and click on that. And when you do, there's going to be a little toggle switch for on and off for iCloud backup. You need to make sure that is turned on. Otherwise, none of this process happens. So make sure your iCloud backup is turned on. And if you want, there's a little thing that says backup now. It's really that easy. You can click on it and it starts the entire process. If you don't want to back it up right now, you prefer to set up some sort of automated setup, there is something on there that says automatic backups where you can kind of fine tune that and adjust when that backup actually takes place. So that's how you get to it. If all these instructions are tough or you don't have your iPhone on you right now, you can always go back to your settings and in the search bar, just put in iCloud and you'll get right to this point right away. A couple things to note. Here's what iCloud actually backs up. Your photos and your videos, very important. Your contacts, your names and telephone numbers. All the messages, all your text messages through iMessage will be backed up. The app data for all the different apps you have installed on your device. All the settings and preferences that you've tweaked on your phone over the last couple of years to make it to your liking, that will be backed up. The home screen and app organization, the way you have your icons and apps laid out, will be backed up. And then also for you fitness nerds out there, all your health data from your gym memberships and the times you go walking and the miles that you cover, that's all backed up. And if you were an Apple Watch user, your Apple Watch will also be backed up in this process as well. Another thing to know, we'll leave it at this. iCloud and Apple will give you 5 gigs, count them, 5 gigs of storage space with iCloud for free. And that's great. That'll last you a while. But if you had your phone for a little while, you're going to start getting these notifications that will say your backup was not completed because you ran out of disk space. Do not sit on these messages for months. Go ahead and purchase extra storage. The next step above the 5 gigs will be 50 gigs. And I'll be honest with you, it's very reasonably priced. Definitely pays for itself. So don't sit on those messages. Pay for that extra storage. Make sure your iCloud is backed up automatically. Do it today, not tomorrow. Something might happen in the meantime. It's happened to a lot of other people. Don't be the next one. Guys, we've got more videos coming. We're going to discuss Android backups coming up next. We'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
And up next, a preview of what your weekend weather's looking like. A special guest in studio when News 25 returns.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie. On the road again. To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
In the quiet corners of our country, everyday people with a love for the outdoors are leaving the world a little better than they found it. With no recognition or pat on the back, the reward is the rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the call of the wild. These are the unsung heroes of the wetlands. Everyday people investing their time, their resources, and their hearts into conservation. They are the stewards of our most precious resources, ensuring that the magic of the outdoors lives on for future generations. Ducks Unlimited relies on the hard work and support of these individuals. Without their dedication, our mission to protect these vital ecosystems for those who draw inspiration and sustenance from them would remain out of reach. Join Ducks Unlimited and become part of a community of outdoor enthusiasts committed to preserving our wetlands for the next generations of unsung heroes. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Happy retirement. So, Dad, what are you gonna do next?
We just miss being around kids.
And we aren't done yet.
Milton Hershey School house parents? What's that?
And the school provides everything we need to make a difference in these kids' lives.
There'll be people like us from all over the country. And we'll save even more money because we won't have to pay for housing, utilities, and meals.
Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post-9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I realized I could be successful in a civilian career.
We stand by warriors and advocate for their needs going forward.
They were by my side in the hospital, and they're still with me today.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/together.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Now we have some very special information for you from Valley Electric Association.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Home electrification is the future. How we heat our homes will change for the better with the use of highly efficient heat pump technology. Modern-day heat pumps are a super efficient, proven, reliable technology. Unlike a furnace, they don't create heat. They move heat from one location to another, into your home in the winter and out of your home in the summer. There are several types of heat pumps. Air source heat pumps directly replace a typical central gas system and air conditioner. This type of system has an outdoor unit, similar to a whole home air conditioner, but it essentially works in reverse during cold months. Since most homes already have a ducted system, this will be the easiest replacement for a fossil fuel furnace. Ductless mini-split heat pumps don't require ducts, instead recirculating air through a smaller coil which mounts on a wall or a ceiling. Ductless mini-splits heat and cool individual rooms, which gives more control over comfort levels. Geothermal heat pumps circulate coolant through buried pipes. In the heating cycle, the coolant absorbs heat from the earth and transfers it into the home. During cooling, it dumps heat from the home into the ground. Geothermal costs more up front, but it's more efficient and lasts nearly twice as long, so it can cost less over time. It also doesn't have the noisy outdoor unit, so it's quieter. And there's a water heating option too. Switching to a heat pump for your heating and cooling can make living in your home and on our planet better every day.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, and we are looking at Boca Park at Fort Apache and Charleston in Las Vegas. Beautiful weather there in the valley, and we'll take a closer look at those numbers from Vegas to Pahrump after the break.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE-certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumPCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumPCars.com.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering purpose and belonging well-earned. Fighting and winning for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine.
That moment when people have outgrown their home and start looking for a new one. Each home is appraised to determine its market value, but one couple gets a low appraisal and cannot upgrade to a bigger house. Studies show that homes in Black and Latino neighborhoods are often appraised at less than fair market value. These unfair appraisals leave Black and Latino families stuck in place. If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Act. Contact HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Go to HUD.gov/fairhousing. That's HUD.gov/fairhousing. Everyone has a right to fair housing. A public service message from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post-9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I faced my PTSD, and I'm a better husband and father because of it.
We help warriors get the expert care and support to thrive.
I got involved. I got healthier. I got to be an athlete again.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/together.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're hearing this, it means you're probably not dead, which is great. Call our office today to schedule an appointment for your will or your trust so that your family can be taken care of when you pass away. On the other hand, if you've recently lost a loved one, now it's time to talk and go over how to administer their estate. In either case, give us a call today, 775-727-9900. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and voted Best Attorney in Pahrump for the last 4 years. Call today, 775-727-9900.
Unsafe sleep conditions cause serious injury and even death to infants. Never sleep with your baby on a sofa, in a chair, or in an adult bed. Protect the baby you love from becoming a tragic statistic. The only safe place for your baby to sleep is alone, on its back, in a crib, and in your room. For more information, visit cribsforkids.org. That's cribsforkids.org.
Good evening and welcome to the weather studios here at KPVM-TV channel 24. 55. I'd like to discuss with you some of the surrounding areas' temperatures today. In Fernley, it looks like we hit 51. In Fallon, down to 50. Carson City, 52. Tonopah was 48. Goldfield, 49. Beatty, a whopping 58. And then Amargosa was 62. Las Vegas, 58, and in hot Death Valley, they got up to 71. Let's see what's happening here in our Parumpian paradise right now. The high today was 60 degrees Fahrenheit, with the winds coming out of the northeast, at 3 miles per hour. The humidity was 15%, and the sunrise this morning was at 6:53 a.m. Currently, it's again 53 degrees, and tonight we're looking at a low of 31. I'm still praying for snow. Wind out of the east-northeast at 3 miles per hour. Humidity up to 26%, and the sun will set at 4:54, but those long summer days are on the way, so hang in there for that. Our local 7-day forecast looks like this a little bit. Friday, the high will be 60 degrees. Saturday will be 61 degrees. Sunday, 60 degrees. 56 as the high on Monday, 55 on Tuesday. Wednesday looking a little like the high of 61. Thursday will be a high of 59. And that does it here from the Weather Studios. Enjoy your week in our fabulous Pahrump, and right back to you at the desk.
Thanks so much. And I'm introducing you all to Keetra. That was her doing weather for the first time. She was our guest weather person from Donna's Studio of Dance, who was filling in for Kaylee.
If you have Parkinson's or any of these symptoms, including trembling, difficulty walking or sleeping, and if you have been exposed to paraquat or gramoxone, you may be eligible for significant compensation at no cost to you. Call